first thing that would come to mind with Black History Month and say in Nicholtown?
Well, I think that automatically my mind goes to being thankful and grateful for those who have come before me. It is amazing the journey our community has taken, our state and nation, really, when it comes to progress, diversity, equity, and inclusion. We're not perfect yet, but there are a lot of efforts afoot to continue working on those possibilities. My passion has always been affordable housing, even before it was cool. It is the one project, item, however you want to say it, priority. It really led me to City Council back in 1999 when I started my public service in this community. And it was the Little Widows, I called it Widows Row on Rebecca Street, that inspired me. I saw their houses beginning to show some decline, and the community in general. And I said, well, people need a safe, decent, affordable place to live. And it is the one issue that I have been very constant on throughout my service.
What are some of the conversations that you have that you would want to touch on that people may not know about that?
I think that it's a very difficult proposition to have affordable housing in communities all over, not just Greenville, because the cost to build housing does not change. Of course, you can add more bells and whistles if you're talking about a spec home or a custom built house. I guess that's a spec home. But so there are some costs that we just can't get away from. But the challenge is how to buy down that cost so that the person who lives there, the neighbor, doesn't have a high mortgage or a high rent. And that is easy, and it's not as, you can say it's easy, but it's not until you get into the numbers and what actually needs to take place. And so we need collaboration at all levels, whether it's on the local level, with the city and the county. And as I've transitioned to the state, I've still tried to look for creative ways, incentives, tax credits, things that are within my purview as a state legislator to help with this priority that we need to be addressing.
How do you look at your legacy for now and the future, and say for future generations?
Wow, I haven't even thought about that, to be quite honest. I'm just a worker bee. I have this saying that time will record our deeds and actions, and the minutes will be called history. And so I'm still here. I'm still working, and I realize we all have the opportunity to leave a legacy. I just hope that the decisions I have made, the projects that I have been involved with in this community, the conversations I still continue to have, and relationships I continue to build will be spoken about positively, even today, tomorrow, or in the future. And so really it's about taking one day at a time, making the best decision that I can, one day at a time, being as helpful as I can with the resources and the positions that I might find myself in. And again, the legacy would come later. I believe, when I hear that word, it's kind of scary. It kind of says you're done to me in some aspects. So it's about living day to day and doing the best that I can do every day, and getting up every day with the people in mind that I want to serve, how we want to impact the community, and doing it well.